Welcome to my channel. This time my talk is on Indian Almond, which is also known as Tropical Almond, Malabar Almond, Sea Almond, Beach Almond and Hat of Sun. In India, it is called by different names such as Badam, Kath Badam, Jungli Badam, Deshi Badam, Badamu, Natu Badumai, etc. Its scientific name is Terminalia catappa, belonging to family Cumbritacea. It is called Indian almond because it produces one-seeded fruit with edible kernel have taste like almond. So one should not confuse with almond, which is different species called Prunus dulcis. It is a medium-sized tree which can grow up to 35 meter height and 1.5 meter girth with horizontal branches arranged in tiers. The mature tree looks magnificent due to its pagoda-like structure with large-sized, glossy, dark green leaves. The leaves are spirally arranged in rosette-like cluster at the branch tips, which is the characteristic of Terminalia species. Its flowering takes place during March-April and again in July-August. You can see small greenish white flowers produced on auxiliary or terminal spikes. Fruit yielding also takes place twice in a year. In some areas like Bengaluru, more or less sporadic fruiting is seen throughout the year. Being a deciduous tree, it sheds leaves twice in a year, that is during January-February and in July-August. The tree remains bare for a very short period and new growth of leaves with flower buds appear immediately. The tree also looks beautiful with bright red, orange, yellow colored leaves before leaf falling as seen in this video. The fruit is a drupe, initially green, then yellow and finally purplish red at maturity. Upper flesh portion is called mesocarp, middle portion is endocarp and the inner edible portion is the kernel. It is eaten by birds, bats and squirrels. The fruit is corky and light, so easily dispersed by water. Regarding distribution, the species is native to Asia, Australia, the Pacific and Madagascar. It has been widely spread by humans in many tropical and subtropical countries. It is found in coastal vegetation, beach forest, even in rocky areas and edges of mangrove swamps at less than 300 meter to 400 meter elevation. It also occurs beyond coast due to dispersal of its fruits by birds, bats and also due to planting. As per recent assessment, the species is not endangered. Let us talk about its uses. The tree is widely planted as an ornamental and shade tree in garden and roadsides. It is also planted in monastery. One can make bonsai also from this plant. The tree is environmentally important as it lowers the ambient temperature. It serves as a bioindicator of environmental pollution and is tolerant to vehicular pollution. The species is also grown for its nuts and timber. The fruit is reported to have high calorific and nutritive value containing protein, carbohydrates, vitamin C, beta-carotene, tannins, etc. The seed kernel also contains crude fiber, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, zinc, etc. and hence can be added to cookies and bread mixes. The seeds can be eaten raw, fried or cooked. Its seed oil is also useful for cooking. The nuts and oil cakes of fruits are also good feed for pigs. A black dye is also extracted from the bark and fruits of this tree. The leaves are also used for rearing tussar silkworms. As far wood is concerned, the wood is brown to reddish color, moderately hard, resistant to water, but susceptible to termites. Its timber is used for cabinet works, furniture, paneling, boat, canoes making, etc. Its seeds can be used in production of biodiesel for diesel engine as reported in a research report from Brazil. Now let us talk about Medicinal uses. The leaves and bark of this tree contain essential phytoconstituents like phenols, flavonoids, carotenoids, etc. Hence, these parts are used in different herbal medicines to treat different ailments like liver disease, dysentery, diarrhea, cough, jaundice, headache, leprosy, diabetes, fungal skin disease, etc. Various pharmacological studies also confirm the ability of this plant to show antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, antioxidant properties. However, further research and clinical trials are needed in these aspects. Leaves are also useful in aquaculture industry. The dried leaves of this tree contain tannin and other organic compounds which condition the water to reduce pH and heavy metal in aquarium. Not only that, due to its antimicrobial property, it promotes fish health. Lastly, about its propagation and cultivation. The species requires rainfall ranging from 1000 to 3000 mm preferably, but can be grown in areas having little less or more rainfall. It prefers sandy, loamy soils, but can be grown in other soils also with good drainage facility. It comes up well in open sunlight, tolerant to drought, wind, salt, but susceptible to frost. It is also good coppicer in young stage. Its vast, well-developed lateral and also deep root system helps to bind fragile sandy soils in coastal areas and hence is promising species for sand dune stabilization and soil conservation. Also, it is suitable for agroforestry as it provides huge mulching materials due to heavy leaf fall. In early stage, it is fast growing and in later stage, moderately fast growing. We can get fruiting after 3 to 4 years of planting. A single tree yields about 5 kg of seed. The tree can be used for timber at 25 to 30 years age. Usually, the tree is propagated through seeds, but it can be also multiplied through rooted cuttings using 0.4% indole butyric acid powder. The fruits are collected when they attain full size and begin to show color change. Freshly fallen fruits also can be collected for this purpose. After collection, the fleshy part is carefully removed. The seeds should be sown within 4 to 6 weeks after collection on mother beds or directly in container bags. We can get germination within 3 to 8 weeks period. 4 months old seedlings can be used for planting, maintaining a spacing about 5 meter by 5 meter. For roadside planting, 7 to 8 feet tall seedlings raised in bigger bags are preferred. Sometimes insect defoliators attack on this plant, but the plant recovers soon. On roadsides, sometimes pruning of branches is required. Preferably, it should be planted along wide road for convenience. Regular mulching and fertilizer application should be done. Presently, the tree is not having much use commercially due to small size nuts and also due to difficulty in extraction of the nuts. Therefore, better variety for required traits needs to be developed for this tree. In Papua New Guinea, the tree producing fruits with a soft shell which can be broken by teeth is also available. In the Pacific Islands, trees producing large fruits and small fruits are also found. In India also, we see variation in leaf size and fruit quality in this tree. The tree is considered as an invasive species in Hawaii and Florida. So, it is advisable not to plant in natural forest, especially in non-native range areas. Sometimes it is not liked by some people due to heavy leaf falling. Its buttress root system also sometimes lifts sidewalls, pavements, pipes, etc. The fruit droppings also may stain cars, clothes, etc. due to tannic acid content. So, planting site should be carefully selected. In spite of few such disadvantages, we should plant these species in feasible areas as it serves many useful purposes. That is all for today. Thank you very much for watching.